Okay guys, welcome back. If you were watching my previous video, which I doubt because I can see there was only one view, but just in case you are the one that continue or click that button you will need to click so many buttons because I don't even have a button that helps you go into the next video because I'm trying to publish everything as quickly as possible so that it's updated and most accurate as possible for you to use, but forget about it. So I was talking about what to do next, and this is the hourglass strategy, which is what I'm trying to implement. I'm trying to see if I can make it work, and that's what we are trying to do here. So we notice we bought one share at around here. Imagine we would have bought 20, or we use all our budget. It looked like, oh, Tesla is going to take off. But patience, patience. I'm going to try to write it here. Patience. Patience pays off. I'm not going to do it. So now we would be losing. So, and before we went through the 50 moving average, that's already a sign that the stock itself it's cooling off, and it's trying to change into a downtrend. And if we go through a 200 moving average, that's going to be the big consolidation of a very strong downtrend. So at the moment, we're still on an uptrend but going down. You can see the inclination of the 200 moving average is still high towards the up momentum. And yeah, what shall we do? So now is the moment to implement that strategy, the hourglass strategy. The key thing is to know where to set it up. No, normally what I would try to set up this point here, this point would be at around one of these intersections, at the bottom one, not at the top one. Okay, not up here, no, that's a no. I would try to set it up down when it starts to go up. So you set it here and you say, okay, if at this point we start going up, by now we're not gonna buy anything, we're gonna start selling as we set our levels. Okay, you set some selling points. You say sell less at the lower price and you start selling at a higher price. Why do we do this incremental sell or buy? That way you reduce risk. And the reason being is that you never know for how long it's going to go up. Okay? If you sell it all now, you sold it at a very cheap price, you're wasting cost of opportunity of making more money with your investment. And that's what you don't want to do. You want to avoid that. You want to try to get as much as possible at this level, the highest level. But grabbing this highest peak is very difficult. That's why you start selling at different levels. You sell one here, you sell two here, you sell three here, okay? Imagine you have 1% increase in each. I mean, when I say 1%, it doesn't have to be 1%. Each one can do their own Excel and you put 2%. So you want that each increment it's 2%. My experience, 1%, it's already pretty good. It works pretty good in itself. So the ideal thing would be to buy, let's delete all this, to buy at the lowest. Okay, you follow the green line, boom, 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 and you sell at the highest. And the same for all of them. You would like to sell them all at that peak. All of these you sell at that peak. Okay, that's the ideal. But that's so difficult, so difficult. You will need to wait for a very long time to get to that peak. As I explained before, the cycles, Tesla cycles, are more or less from here to here. Okay, it takes more or less 20 days, 25, sometimes it's 30, sometimes it's 1 week. You never know, but the average I would say is 20 days approximately 1 month, let's say, to simplify it. So you want to sell it here, and you want to you imagine I can do it the other way around. Okay, you want to buy here and you want to sell up here, and there you go. So from here to there, it might take 1 month, and it might go up, it might go down, then it goes up again. So through this time, it's when you implement this part of the hour clock, okay, this part here, and these will be the ones that you have bought at this level because you started here, okay, you started buying at this level more or less. As it was going down, you were buying slowly. You were buying one, then you were buying two, then three, then five, okay, five. These five, you can put a multiplier and multiply by 20, by 10. In that case, you would buy 50, but for that, you need to have, okay, if you multiply by 10, you will be buying $20,000, okay? We are pretty conservative here. We try to buy just a little bit. And then those, eventually, you will sell them at the very high peak, okay? Eventually. So, let's check in our example what's happening. Okay, look, we're at 426 and we just moved our levels. So normally we might be close to a sell, to a buy, sorry. 425 we're already, okay? So we are a $1 difference. Look, we could lower it now. Since we see we're getting to that point, we could put 424.50. Okay, we lower it. We try to get it cheaper. So we analyze. Wait, what we can do here, we can see at what levels we're trading. Okay, if we delete here this, you can see now we're trading. Okay, this is the value right now. Okay, which is this. Oh no, sorry, that's the limit. Sorry, excuse me. That's the current stock price, and this is it's the trading level range. So the lowest we could buy for at the moment, it would be 25.97. Okay, you see that this is going down. The price is going down. That means we're still falling, which gives us opportunity to even lower it more. So we could put 24.02, and as we get closer to 21, okay, at the end we'll move everything in based on this price, and that's if you are following the stock, because if you're not oh, look at that recovery, 26.37. It just turned around, it's turning around. Do we want to buy one? You have to decide. If you want, you can go for it and buy one at least. I mean, we've taken the time to follow the stock. We see it's turning around, and it's bouncing against the 200 moving average. Since at the moment we have the budget, I think I'm gonna buy one. 26, 30, 26 we can do. I can leave the structure there and do a new one and buy one at 425.75. 425.85 is trading right now. So we can adapt it as we see it's going up. We'll put the 85 and see if we can still get it, because this still didn't cross. So it might still, oh look, we'll get it. We'll get it. We want it a little bit cheaper. We're talking about a few cents, but we don't know how much it's gonna go down. So, and it's going down. We got it, and we could have got it cheaper. and I could see it coming because still didn't turn around. Even though it looked before this level, it looked like it was gonna turn around, but it's in a down momentum, and it's going through the 200 moving average. You can see that. There you go. You can see it. Today we could have sold some at these levels at around here. That would have been good, actually, if we could have done something there to gain liquidity. And basically we sell first. It would be like shorting the stock in a way. You sell first, you know, you're selling some shares that you, at the moment they're giving you a loss, but then you know you're gonna buy them back at this level. And right now it's an example, a silly example, because the percentage point here is very limited. We can check that out. We can see how much we went down from the peak until the moment we're now, and it will not be too much. It will be 1 or 2%. Yeah, look, 175. So yeah, I mean, at least if you can make 2%, that's not super bad. 2%, but you have to think that more or less between the tax and the fees, since we pay 1% more or less in tax in each direction, that's 2%, and the fee is $1 because it's 50 cents each direction. At the end, if you're trying to do a trade just to make 2%, you're not making any money. So, and we're talking about one share, which is nothing. If it would be 2 shares, that would be $20, which is nothing. So it would be a lot of work to trade very, very little. That's why you have to put an extra column, let's say, with a multiplier that will say, okay, multiply by 10, and you're trading 20,000. Obviously, we don't have the budget at the moment. The way to do a lot of money in the stock market is with a lot of money. You need to have a lot of money to make more money. Okay, so at the moment we're at a lower level. We do what we can, no? But the strategy will be obviously to go into that direction. The strategy will be, okay, we see that we got the Tesla share. The strategy obviously will be to sell all the bad stocks that we have, and we're not selling them yet because we don't have the budget. They are at a loss, and we try to sell them all at a gain. So yeah, until we don't manage to get to that point, we're not gonna sell. It's gonna take time. Okay, we know that. And but for example, Mercado Libre, it's a very strong stock, so it has a sell order already to make 5%. Look, Santander Consumer USA, that I bought it like 2 months ago, and only now it's getting to these levels. So I think it's a good moment to sell it, no matter what. But we can check it out. We can check if it's in an up momentum, and SC is called. Okay, so we go here, we put SC, that's in our system, and we check. It's actually, I'm gonna insert the stock. I use Alpha Vantage to insert the stock, and it gets information until Friday. Now I reboot it, I reload the page, and I can see that it's right now it's a minus 0.5% cumulative percentage point of 21 days. Okay, so it has potential to go up. It has potential. My system is telling me sell it, because it has been going up for several days, and normally when that happens, then it starts going down. And I'm gonna sell it because I know that in my situation it's been a very long trip. But look at this. Woo! whoo, it went crazy and it's far away. What I like about this is the distance that you have between the stock and the 200 moving average, and it's a parallel line. That's very, very important. If you look at this and higher lows, that's really good, but the distance between these, it's almost the same here than here, more or less. And that means that it's very well consolidated. I doubt it's gonna start falling now. And if you look at this, even if we are in a downtrend in the MACD a little bit, this continues to go up. So that's really good. That's really good. Will this go up a lot more today? Is this the end of the momentum? It might be. If we check in the monthly, look, it looks like it's just the beginning. There's a very big distance between the signal. That means there's a lot of momentum. If we look at volume, 600,000 is not bad for this stock, even though we're here, but I don't have that information. But more or less it might be trading at 500. How can I check the volume right now? I just go to Yahoo Finance, but not to the graph. I go here, volume, 62,000. That's not too much. That's very low volume. But look at this trend. Look at this trend. That looks like it's going to start falling. So for me, it's a sell, sell, sell. And how can we sell this one? I'll show you. Just to be sure that we get the best out of it, I'm gonna do a stop loss. And why do I do a stop loss? Well, I see it's gonna start to fall now. I'm just gonna sell it directly. 1978. Okay, we search for it. First, we're gonna search for Santander orders. Delete the previous order, which normally was 5% we wanted to get. I'm sure later it's gonna go 5% plus today. Santander. Okay, we delete this one and I'll open a new one just in case I don't have one open. Yeah, and we'll sell the entire thing. Sell the 40 shares at 1981. Is that where we are now? We'll check. It doesn't look like it now, but we'll put that price in case we are still trading. Oh, it got sold, executed directly. Good. Okay, so we don't even need to worry about it anymore. Sold, close it, buy. And this one, look at that, look at that. We sold it before, but we put a new one, oh my god, we sold it at a very low price, at 27.30 or something like that, and now it's at 27.47. I mean, we still have a position, an order open at 27.60, which was the next level we wanted to sell it. But yeah. Okay, guys, I hope you learned something. And if you did, I hope you like and subscribe. And don't forget, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a retail investor like you. So do your own research and don't listen to anything I say. I'm just trying new techniques and trying to do things in order to, to make this work. And I hope it works for you too. You have to test your own techniques and see how you feel about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.